The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Straight ahead, Etienne. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check 26, check 26. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Big 13 heavy. Check. Here we go.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
This ball deep for Tony.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And, look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line.
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 76 yards.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead.
15, 15. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Mahomes will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, number 28, take right open, open. Check in. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Man in motion is Agnew.
Mike 28, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, number 28, go. He's coming. Hey, kill.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Second and 9. Another tote for ETN.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move them around a bit. On 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 52.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
You got 4. You got 4. Watch 17. 11 and out. Back.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jamal Agnew.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now 2nd and 5.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get